Hey everyone, Julia from Sunday Sounds here. In this video, we're going to take a look at our song-specific patch designed in the style of the song you see on the screen. I'm going to demonstrate this song patch in its original key and at its original tempo. You can change the key you play or hear the song patch in by using Easy Transpose, and you can change the tempo as well. Details on how to adjust both the key and the tempo are included in your download. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the MainStage version of this song-specific patch. If you purchase the Ableton Live version, you'll be able to use this video to follow along just the same, seeing as the hand positions, song sections, layer ranges, and sound of the patch are the same. In MainStage, you'll use your mod wheel to move through the various song sections. In Ableton, you'll use the macro knob labeled Song Section. Be sure to check out the full demo video for this song patch to see all the parts and sections in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. This song patch has piano, pads, organ, bass, and synth all triggered in the left hand range, which stretches from here up to here. There's a piano sound from this note all the way up the rest of the keys. When the song section control is at 1/3 or above, you can hear a soft synth sound come in on this note up. Then from 2/3 and up, there is a brighter synth sound that comes in from this note up the rest of the keys. You'll start the song with the song section control all the way down. For your intro, down verses, down bridge, and down refrain. At 1/3 will be the down chorus, down turnaround, medium verse, medium bridge, and medium refrain. At 2/3 will be the medium chorus, interlude, and the building bridge. And all the way up will be the big chorus, big interlude, and big bridge. And remember that whether you're in MainStage or Ableton Live, these positions are the same. For the intro, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in your left hand and a piano lead line in your right hand. That lead line sounds like this. And you just alternate back and forth between those two parts. In your left hand, you'll want to arpeggiate the notes that are in the chord. So, since we start on the 1 of our key, you're going to play this. I'll play that again slowly. Normally, if you were arpeggiating on a chord, I would suggest that you play the 1, the 5, and the 1, so that you don't have to move your hand. However, because the 1 and the 5 are both in this lowest left-hand range, there are some chord triggers that you will play if you play that 5th note. And then it will sound like we're trying to change the chord, which we're not. So you'll want to play the 5th up here. So you just have to move your hand a little quick. So with both hands, that sounds like this. For the down verse, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in your left hand, arpeggiated just like we did in the intro, and the same piano lead line from the intro in the right hand. So if you didn't watch the intro portion of this tutorial, I definitely recommend that you go back and check that out. Just for a refresher, here's what it sounds like. In this verse, you'll also change chords, versus in the intro, you just stayed on the 1 of your key. So once you change to the 4 of your key, You'll still want to arpeggiate, but since the 5 of that chord is out of this lowest left hand range, you can play it just by keeping your hand in the same place. And then for the 6 of your key, you'll want to do the same thing that you did for the 1, right? And for this one, I like to jump up and play the 3rd up here like this. And then you'll move to the 5 of your key, and for this one, again, you can play the 5 of that chord in your left hand as well by keeping in the same place. When you change your chords in the left hand, the right hand part will change as well. So when you're on the 4 of your key, you'll play this in your right hand. Same thing on the 6 of your key. Then when you move to the 5, you'll just play a small chord in your right hand. And then, so with both hands, the second half sounds like this. Then you're going to play another verse, and you'll play everything the same way in this second verse. The verse comes back later in the song, and before this, there is a turnaround where you're going to play the same thing you play in the verses. You'll have the song section control at 1/3, play octaves in your left hand, arpeggiated like we just learned, and the same piano lead line in your right hand. Now for this turnaround, the chords change, so it's not like the intro where you just stay on the 1 of your key. You're going to go from the 1 to the 4, 1/3, and then back to the 4. So for these ones, I like to arpeggiate like this. And then for the 4, for the 1/3, I like to play the 1 in my first finger. And then same back to 4. And for this part, the right hand is just going to be playing the right hand part from the intro, right? The alternating those two parts. So then we move into the verse, and you're going to play everything in this verse the same way as the down verse. This one is also a single verse, so you'll just play it through one time. For the down chorus, you'll have the song section control at 1/3. You'll play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. Here's how I like to voice these chords. I also like to add in some short riffs and things to make it sound more like the original recording. So for example, I like to play the right hand part like this. So I like to play those chords and then just add in the parts that follow the melody line as well. For the second time you play the chorus, you'll start with a break on that 1 of your key, and then you'll move to the next chord. Your song section control will be at 2/3, so I like to move it during that break. So here's what that beginning part will sound like. So you'll play the 1 of your key for about a measure, and then you'll break for a beat or two, and then increase to 2/3, and then play your next chord. And everything else during this chorus will be the same as the down chorus. For the big chorus later in the song, you will also have a break right after you play that 1 chord at the beginning. Then you'll move the song section control all the way up and play everything during the rest of the chorus the same way. Now, the very last chord of this chorus is going to be dropped off because you're going to move into the bridge right after you play the 6th of your key. Just watch for this part in the demo video to see this part in context. For the interlude, you'll have the song section control at 2/3. You'll play octaves in your left hand and a synth lead line in your right hand. That lead line sounds like this. So here it is with both hands. And you'll repeat that so you play it 2 times through total. The interlude comes back again later in the song, and for this one you'll have the song section control all the way up. You're going to play octaves in your left hand and that same synth lead line in your right hand for the first half of the interlude. For the second half of the interlude, the chords change slightly, so the lead line changes as well. Here's what the second half of the interlude sounds like. And this prepares you for the refrain, which comes afterwards. Again, just be sure to watch for this part in the demo to see it in context. For the down bridge, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in your left hand and a piano riff in your right hand. Here's what the riff sounds like. This part is pretty quick, so I definitely recommend practicing it slowly and then working up to speed. Here it is at speed. Now, if this part is too difficult for you to play, there is an abbreviated version that I like to play during the bigger parts. This is what that sounds like. So I like to play that towards the end of the bridge just because the parts are bigger, there's more sound going on, so you can't really hear that part, it's hidden more. Now, if this is still too difficult for you to play, you can just play the chords as well if you'd like, or you can make up your own riff. So let's get back to talking about the structure of the bridge. So you'll start with the down bridge, you'll play octaves in your left hand and that riff in your right hand. Then for the medium bridge, you'll move the song section control to 1/3, play everything the same way, and then you'll move to 2/3 for the building bridge. And this is where I like to start playing the abbreviated version. You'll play octaves in your left hand and that riff in your right hand. And then that's it for that time that you play the bridge. Then the bridge comes back later in the song, and you'll start with the song section control at 1/3 for this one. It's a medium bridge. And this time, instead of playing the piano riff, you're going to play the synth lead from the interlude. Just to remind you, this is what that sounds like. So you'll play that for that medium bridge, then you'll play a building bridge, move the song section control to 2/3, and then that's it for that bridge as well. Just be sure to watch for all these parts in the demo. For the refrain, you'll have the song section control at 1/3. You'll play octaves in your left hand and the same synth lead line that you played up high during previous parts, but you'll bring it down an octave. And so I like to call this part the octave lead. Here's what this sounds like. So you'll play that alternating line 3 times through total. Then you move into the second bridge. This bridge has different words and different chords than the previous bridge, although it is also called a bridge. For this one, you'll start with the song section control all the way down, so you'll move it there. Play octaves in your left hand, and you're going to play that same lead line in your right hand, but I like to play it with just the lowest notes for this part. So you'll play that through for 1 time through the bridge. And then the second time through the bridge, you'll keep playing everything the same way, but slowly start to increase the song section control to 1/3, so that by the end of the bridge, you are at 1/3. Then there is a tag where you're going to repeat the last line of the bridge 5 times total. For this part, you're going to play octaves in your left hand and that same lead line in your right hand. Then you're going to play another bridge. You'll move the song section control to 2/3, play a building bridge, octaves in your left hand, and then I like to bring back in that high octave down here. And you're going to play that same octave lead line as well. Then at the very end of the song, you're going to play another tag, and this will be the last line of the previous bridge repeated 7 times total. You'll increase the song section control all the way up, play octaves in your left hand, and this time I like to just hold out the 1, 5, and 1 of my key. And then when the chords change to the 4, I like to play a 4 chord and then back to the 1, just to add a big emphasis that this is the end of the song. So this is what one portion of this part will sound like. So you'll play that through 2 times total, and then that's the end of the song. So you'll bring the song section control all the way back down to 0 to fade out. Now, keep in mind that you can build this song in other ways if you'd like. If you want to move the song section control to different positions for different parts, you can absolutely do so. Just remember that that synth sound up high does not come in until the song section control is at 2/3 or above. That's the only part that you really have to worry about. So feel free to change up the positions if you'd like. And be sure to watch the full demo video to see all of these parts in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. Song-specific patches work best in the Sunday Keys template for MainStage and Ableton Live. Sunday Keys gives you all the sounds and tools you need to play live worship keys, and all of our song-specific patches integrate seamlessly with Sunday Keys. You can learn all about Sunday Keys for MainStage and Ableton Live on our website. Thanks for checking out this song-specific patch. I'm Julia with Sunday Sounds, and I'll see you next time.